Florida agriculture has a compelling story to tell. It's the story of farmers, their love for the land, and an industry that helps power our state's economy. It's a story that's been written one generation at a time by families whose drive and dedication put food on our tables every day.
Farming is full of challenges and uncertainties. We have the weather and pests, but yet the thing that inspires me the most is that I can problem solve these and help feed the world.
The numbers alone tell the story of a thriving industry. Farming is a force that fuels our economy, creating jobs and supporting communities. Florida agriculture and its related industries account for 1.52 million jobs, 14.3% of all jobs in the state. Statewide, revenue adds up to $148.6 billion a year. Almost 8,000 farms, totaling 850,000 acres, produce Florida's bounty of fruits and vegetables. Our state's farmers feed the country, especially in the winter. Florida holds the top spot in the nation in growing many of the fresh fruits and vegetables that consumers crave. The Sunshine State ranks #1 in the U.S. for producing grapefruit, snap beans, squash, sugarcane, cucumbers, oranges, tomatoes, and watermelons.
I think for agriculture to survive, our population's really lost track of where their food supply comes from. So we take every opportunity to try and educate the public on who we are, that there is agriculture in Florida. Yes, we grow potatoes in Florida. And kind of let people know how sophisticated we are. We're neighbors, we grow up in the community. And the support of us, our future is dependent on them and understanding who we are and what we do.
The story of Florida agriculture is also a story of change. Today's farmers continue to build on the legacy of those who came before while keeping their eyes focused firmly on the future.
Even with all the labor, water issues that we face, again, it just goes back to family heritage. I'm a fourth-generation farmer here in Belle Glade, Florida, and I want to make sure that I'm able to tell my kids I was part of that heritage that will hopefully be passed down for many generations to come.
Growers see a future full of opportunity, protecting the land and water for generations to come. By using technology, they grow more food on less land with fewer chemicals. Crop rotation, fuel efficiency, laser leveling, and precision application ensure they only use what they need and no more. Their focus is on conserving precious water and soil resources and reducing pollution so they can continue to farm. Over the past 20 years, South Florida's sugarcane farmers have reduced phosphate in water leaving their farms by 56% and have been recognized by the state for their efforts. But they're just one example of putting best management practices to work.
Environmental stewardship is very important to us here at the company, whether it's soil issues, water quality, how we're going to protect our crops. It's always at the forefront of our mind, making sure that what we do is safe for the consumer and safe for the environment.
Behind the economic engine are the people who farm. Their individual stories tell of determination and innovation. For most, their operations are family businesses that have flourished for generations. They're driven by a love for the land and a passion for meeting head-on the daily challenges of growing food.
Being a farmer is unlike any other occupation. It's, all business owners are independent, but being a farmer, you're independent, but you are working with the elements that you have no control over. It's such a challenge. You've got market, you've got labor, you've got weather. Very seldom is everything just right, but when it is just right, it's perfect.
Despite the challenges, Florida's producers say they wouldn't have it any other way. Their way of life, their love of the land, and the opportunity to feed America safe, nutritious produce all add up to a rich legacy and a bright future. And that's quite a story.